Hello everybody, welcome to your 8th Roblox Lua Intermediate scripting tutorial. Tonight, or rather this morning, since it's almost 1 AM for me, I'm going to show you guys how to use ContextActionService. It's really weird that I'm recording this late, but I guess that's the only free time, or alone time that I get lately, really. But whatever, I'm pushing out content. So, start off. Let's get a local script going. Local CS equals game get service context action service. So, like I mentioned in the last video on user input service, context action service is sort of similar, except it does not run off of events or anything really. F1 for the wiki, it runs off of functions. It has 2 events that I'm sure could be used for random miscellaneous purposes. But the main function that we're going to use is bind action. That simply binds an action to whatever input that you choose to bind it to. Some of this stuff has to do with creating mobile buttons. If you bind an action, you have this bool create touch button, which, if your player's on a touch device, you can make a button pop up on their screen to perform the action since they don't have a keyboard or anything, so that makes it harder to do some actions. You can set the title, position, image, description, blah blah blah. I've never used that before, so I don't know what exactly it looks like. You can unbind an action when this, I think, is used in combination with bind action, sort of like a debounce. Bind activate, it is like bind action, except in its functionality it activates a tool or a hopper bin, which you should never use. If you need to have a tool without handles, just turn require handles off on your tool. Okay. CAS bind action. Shoot. Oops. I was searching a show that I really like. Okay, I'm out of it. I'm tired. The action name, the function to bind, if we want to create a touch button, and the input that we're going to bind it to. Test action function. Is that right? Okay. False. enum.keycode.x. Alright, that's good enough. Print enum.user. Wait, what? No. Yeah, just print pressed x. And I'm pressing X and it's printing. So notice that I pressed X once and it's printing it twice. Pressing X, holding it down, and I let up. So it also printed when I started pressing X as well as when I let my finger off of it. So one solution to this, variant. I don't know if you can bind yeah, this button will fire function bind twice when the key is pressed and when it's released. Action name. Oh. shoot, what is my cat doing in there? I just heard her knock something over. Okay, so I kind of wrote this wrong. Function, user input state, and an input object. Okay. The string is, I don't even know what the string is. Single strings corresponding to keys, okay. Gotcha. String input type input object. Print string input type input object dot key code. Okay, so it prints test action, which is the name of our action. It prints the user input state. It's beginning now that I'm holding it down, and when I let it off, it is end. So instead of using unbind action at the end of this function, we can just put if input type equals enum.user input user input state. Wait, yeah, I should put input state, not input type. Then print x. When I'm printing single things like that, they don't require a concatenation or things you need parentheses for, then I just don't do it, the parentheses, to save a little time on typing. I'm pressing X and nothing is happening. If input, I'm really tired and disturbed. Put state equals enum.user_input state.begin, then holding it down, it's printing. I let off, it doesn't print. We can just as easily do this for when the user lets off of the key. Print ended. Yep. So for when you just want the user to tap a key to do an ability, I suppose, well, Sean B messaged me, then I suppose that you should probably go with user input service, unless you want to bind this to mobile inputs, gamepad inputs, or something. Then I guess you would use a method that I just did. So to reiterate over when to use ContextActionService over user input service, it's pretty much when you just want more flexibility when binding your stuff, your actions to multiple inputs. Like say you want the user to jump when they press E, or when they tap the screen on, or when they tap or swipe the screen on a mobile device, or when they press A on an Xbox controller, or square on a PS4 controller or a gamepad or something. It's primarily when you just want flexibility with your inputs. So yeah, I feel like when I look at the wiki, I'm being I don't look as legit, because I should probably just be writing this from knowledge. I had a comment once on a video that said something about that I just showed them information from the wiki. I think that was on maybe a remote event or remote function video. I don't know. But I promise that I actually know this stuff, because, you know, I'm still explaining it to you guys. So I'm going to stop rambling now. I think my next tutorial is going to be on maybe raycasting. That's a highly requested topic. Actually, my next video might be a GUI video or GUI video or whatever, because Roblox recently released this thing called UI constraints. I think that's what they're called, and they're really cool. They make organizing your GUIs a lot easier. So I'm gonna have to make a video on that next time I get a chance. So until then, peace out, guys. Good night.